Om Swastiastu. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. Okay, today I will continue the reading novel. The title is The Peace Herb by Shallcross, Part 13. Okay, let's go. I didn't know what to do next. No, that she was here. I was terrified of finally meeting this girl. I didn't know what I feared most. Her reactions to my beastly countenance on her decisions of the bargains I had forsaken her father. Would she give me a chance to explain before she left? I went to a chair and sat, and a goblet of wine appeared at my elbow. I drank it down gratefully and watched as reflects itself. I drank the next glass more slowly, and this time it was replenished. I didn't want to compound her will feeling towards me by being affected by drinks at our first meeting. I had not laughed at this, as if I could make things any worse. I sat in my chair, raising speaks, apologized, compliments, and pleasantries in turns until the lights outside had streaked and faded to a dull orange glow. A fire sprang up in the breath, and candles lit themselves around the room. Then I heard it clear as striking crystal. Beast! I looked around in a panic, expecting to hear at many study door, but there was no one, and I realized she was still in her chamber, in another part of the house entirely. I am ready to meet you now. Her voice was clear, but very soft, as though she half thought she was talking to herself. I found myself grasping the arms of my chair in a dread grip, and released my hold slowly. So I would not tear the fabric again. I rose unsteadily and heard the blown strummings in my ears loud enough to drown out the crackle of the fire. On the other side of the house, I knew her bedroom door had opened itself, and lamps were springing into life down a hall. I returned into the darkest part of the room, near the window, and all the candles were snuffed, save one on the table by empty wine glass. She arrived at my open study door to drag room smelling of farms, wax, and candle smoke. "Are you in here?" he asked, and I could hear the nervousness in her voice. She stood with her hands on the door handles, leaning forward to look inside. The lamps in the halls lit her from behind, and turned her hair into a golden rose halo. Her face was partly in shadow, but where the light touched her cheek, it made her skin glow with a rosy hue. The lamplight also picked up the golden glints and rich red brocades in her gowns, a very different dress to the one she had arrived in. I am answered as softly as I could, trying to keep the beastly coarseness from my voice. She steps inside the room, and the candle closest to her sprang into life. I froze in concentrations they graded, but didn't go out. I could see her peering into darkness surrounding my corner of the room, and had to stop myself from shrinking for her gaze. "Won't you come here? I can see you," she said. "You are not afraid to look upon me?" I asked her. "My father said you promised not to harm me," she sighed bravely. I could see her left hand clench nervously, hear the way her voice trips when she mentions her father. I took a deep breath and stepped forward into the dim light. Her gaze traveled up from my chest to my face. But when her eyes met mine, they skittered away, and he looked down at the floor. I noticed she was trembling only a hairbreadth before I apprehended that so too was I. "Please," I indicated the chair opposite mine, with only a flash of crevassed talons under my friend's couch. "Won't you have a seat?" She sat poised on the edge of the velvet cushions, her hands clasped tightly in her lap. I sat too, trying up to appear elegant to unbest light. "You are wearing on one of the grown from your red drops," I said, carefully trying to strike up a first conversation. "It becomes you." She dreaded a look at me that was almost outrage. She waved a hand to indicate the visible servants. "Took my other clothes. I had no choice." "Don't you like the clothes I have provided?" I asked in concentration. The dress did look odd. It was cut low, exposing her shoulders, and the sleeves were loose, voluminous swatches of fabrics that left half her arms bare. "My own were more comfortable," she said, then looked up stricken. "Not that I am not grateful," she gasped. "This is beautiful." I tried not to mind that she feared an angry and possibly violent reprisals for her criticism. "You should wear that pleases you," I said, more lonely than I had intended. I took a breath to calm myself before I continued. "I won't be angry if you wear your own clothes. I'm not going to eat you, you know." I ended this last with a bitter twist of humor, hoping to make light of her apprehension. "Forgive me," she said, "look at the floor. But I would like to know why I'm here. You don't need a servant, and you don't want to eat me." She blushed and looked uncomfortable. "No." It was my turn to look at the floor. As the misery of my condition overwhelms me. "I have been alone a long time," I said, my voice reduced to a hoarse whisper. "I just went to meet you, to talk to you." "Is there no one else here?" she asked, her voice training again some strong emotion. "No, I admit your father was first person to enter my forest in a century, I think. And you forced him to bring me here." He young's daughter. Her voice was full of rage and grief, and when I looked at her, she returned my gaze unflinchingly. She stood up quietly. I didn't know what to say, and sat before her in miserable silence. "Excuse me," she said, turning away. "I must bid you good night." She left, and the candlelight seemed the poorer for her absence. I realized then I had not even asked her name. Okay, guys. That's all my reading. I will continue the next video. Bye bye.